Right, what's happening guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. I've been having a think recently. I've got 6 cars now, and I think sometimes when you have a few vehicles, you need to decide what the plan is for each one. And one car that's kind of been a little bit neglected recently is the E92 M3. Now I love this car. It's manual, it's V8, it's really, really good fun to drive. And I needed to think, what am I gonna do with this? I've got plenty of time on my hands now. So I've come up with a plan. I'm gonna take this car to the Arctic Circle in the next couple of months. It's going to be really, really good fun. I mean, last year I took my E91 touring all the way to Austria to go snowboarding with my friend, and I had so much fun being able to drive this car in the snow. I've done ice driving before. I've been up to the lakes in Norway and in Sweden, but it's always with someone else's car, and there's nothing like driving your own car and having some fun in it. So today we're going to take a look at the E92 M3. I brought it down to Garage 21 because we need to go through everything to make sure that this car is ready in the next 8 to 10 weeks for me to take it on a long journey, and I'm talking it is absolutely miles away up into the Arctic Circle. One of the things that's been on my mind for quite a good while as this car comes into winter is how dull the headlights are on it. So I popped onto eBay Assured Fit and I picked up a couple of headlight bulbs for it. We're going to change the angel eyes, we're going to change the headlights to some HIDs, because this is just something that I've been meaning to do for ages. So whilst we work on that, we're going to figure out what we need. Let's go take a look. All right, so we've got the E92 M3 on the lift here. One of the reasons why I came down to Garage 21 is because I needed to have a proper look and actually be able to raise the car, because to fit the new headlight bulbs, you have to take the arch liner off, take the wheels off, and it's just way easier when you're not on a jack, you're on an actual proper lift. These cars already are brilliant to drive. Like, they are honestly one of the most balanced cars that I've driven. I really love M3s for drifting anyway, but the E92 is really special, so I'm super excited to drive it. The first thing I think I need to buy is I'm going to buy 2 bucket seats. Obviously, when you're drifting, you're moving around the car quite a lot, so you need to be kind of held tight in. Now, I actually love the seats in the E92, so I'll be a bit sad about that because I'll lose my bum warmers, but you know, needs must. So if we've got seats, then we need harnesses. I'm looking inside the car. Obviously, she is a manual E92. I'm thinking of putting maybe a shifter in there as well. There was the CAE shifter, which I've had my eye on for quite a while. And then the next thing is we're gonna have to introduce a handbrake. So what was I saying? Seats, harnesses, shifter, handbrake, coming down to the wheels and tires. So these have got 18s on right now. Snow tires, that's not gonna be enough. We're gonna need studded tires, but I know somebody that knows a little bit more about that than me. You can't actually get them here, so that is something that I will have to figure out. Also, some extra lock on the front, because the standard lock on the E92 M3s is not gonna be enough, but that's something we're gonna have to think about because it is gonna push the wheels out probably another 20 mil or so. So we've already got coilovers on her, which means that I might have to raise the car just a little bit. And the other thing is, we have this beautiful Adro carbon kit on my car, which I would like to keep in good condition, but I think we are gonna have to take off the front splitter, because obviously if you're driving through snow, you don't know, sometimes there could be rocks, there could be, you know, sort of bigger ice balls which are there on the road. This, we're gonna have to have some kind of protection going from the front splitter to the underside of the car. Do you know what I would really like to do as well, is I would love to put a roof rack on this, because I'd like to take my snowboard with me, and I'd like a massive light bar. Not that you necessarily need a light bar. I mean, we're changing the headlamps on this car today because these are quite dull, but it would just look cool. Patrick, we're gonna be busy. We've only got a couple of months before we're gonna be heading out. We've got a pretty extensive list of things to buy, but that's fine, because we'll be able to find all of it. I'm gonna give my friend Jake a quick call and see if I've missed anything, but so far, I think we're on the right track. We're talking about taking this car to the snow. Now, we've gone through the list of things. Is there anything else? I mean, tires, talk to me about tires. You can't get them in the UK.
So you can't get the tyres in the UK because no one is licensed to sell studded tyres, because there's no reason why you would need them here. Okay. Because it snows once a year. So tyres, we order them out there.
Do I need to put smaller wheels on there? 18s on there at the minute, or can just raise the car up? Okay, 18s. Now, temperatures. Temperatures are going to be low.
Real cold.
Real cold, like minus 30 or something? Do we need to change any of the fluids in the car?
You get a real variation in temperature over there depending on the day. Okay. Anything from 0 degrees to minus, I think the coldest we had last year was minus 39. Yeah. So it's a real variation in temperature, and that obviously wreaks havoc with the cars. Other than that, yeah, you'll probably just bury it in some snowbanks, and it doesn't really do too much damage unless you get it really wrong.
Sounds like a challenge. Okay, so before we jump in and start getting on with the headlights, start changing the bulbs, which we've got here, I do want to talk to you about the winter essentials. So there is actually a deal going on with eBay right now where it's 20% off till the 20th of February of 2026, where you can get all of your winter essentials on there. So you can go down, take a look at the page, and there's loads of different things that you can choose from. I picked up this, which is just a little winter essentials, where you get a little ice scraper, you get some screen wash and some de-icer. These are just the things that you need to have in your car at all times. As we're going into the sort of darker nights, winter evenings, these are things that I always forget. So I actually bought a kit for each one of my cars that I can just pop in there, because right now, as I said, you've got the deal on. It's easy just to have them in the car with you at all times. And I even got you a kick pad, because I'm nice like that. So let's pop these away. Let's jump in and we'll start fitting these headlights. Let's go. All right. So the first thing we need to do is obviously take the wheel off, because I know that we have to take the arch liner out, open up the bonnet, because you can get to one of the bulbs just from the top here, but the other one, you actually have to come through here. So, alrighty. Step one, done. So we're just taking the wheel off, and one of the first things I did actually notice is my caliper is in a bit of a state, so that's something that I might upgrade as well, because that looks pretty ugly. Now, not that you're gonna see it too much behind the wheel anyway, but aesthetic wise, it doesn't look great. So we're gonna try and get this arch liner out now. In theory. There we go. Perfect. Okay, right. Perfect. So that should just come off, which then shows the bulb just there. Pull that out. And then they go in, and then out, and then that should just, in theory, release. Old one's out, new one's going. So these are the new ones going in, so these will be much brighter. Like my old ones always were a little bit yellow. I always wanted to change that because the rest of the car is white, and I just think like the yellow lights, like they just look kind of old. We want to have like real bright HIDs in there. I actually used to have HIDs in my Mark IV Golf years ago, but actually they were like ones which were too bright, and everyone always thought I had my full beams on. These won't be like that. The clip back in, and then the little housings. Okay, that goes on like that. That goes on like so. In theory, she's good to go. Pop the cover back on, and this part of it is done. Okay. Right. Are we working? Fantastic. Okay, so we've fitted the HID headlight bulbs. Now we're gonna do the angel eyes. So this is actually accessible from the top, which is a little bit easier. So just pull this off here. There we go. And you can see in there. You might have to wiggle it around a little bit. One of the things that I really love about eBay Assured Fit is the fact that you know that the parts that you buy are gonna fit your car, because you can bring up My Garage where you can put your registration in, and then this brings up all of the parts that are on the Assured Fit for this vehicle. So you can buy with confidence, and if something doesn't fit, you know, you can send it back within 30 days for free. There's nothing to lose really. That's why I found these lights. There was a whole list of different ones that I could pick from, and these are the ones that I picked, and so far, so good. So let's get these angel eyes in and get this car on the road. Okay, so, and then is it just a case of rotate it until, oh, I see. Okay, so we've managed to just get them seated in there. So it's literally just a case of plugging this back in gently, making sure that fits, you don't break any clips. And then just popping this back in here, which will make it all nice and neat and tidy. Genuinely though, I'm delighted. All right, we have fresh, bright, white light bulbs. Perfect. Now to do the other side, and we're nearly done. Okay, so this looks way better. This is something I've been meaning to do for ages. It's just made the front end of the car look a little bit more modern. When it had the yellow angel eyes on there, I just feel like it dated it a little bit, whereas this looks really good, sort of sets off against the satin wrap. But this is only step one on the journey. We've got a long way to go before this car is ready to hit the ice. So we've got a long shopping list of parts to do. I'm glad that we've done this today, But the next time you'll see this car will be on step 2 in the video series, where we're going to really start collecting things in and making sure that this car is going to be ready to head to the Arctic Circle in just around 8 to 10 weeks time. So I'm going to jump in, drive this girl home, and we'll see you on the next video. Click on the link below to check the 20% winter essentials offer out.